If you wanted to see my reaction or my commentary on the BET Awards, please go to my Instagram at BONDY.BLUE, and there are a whole bunch of videos that I did last night talking about some of the highlights of the BET Awards in case you missed it. So hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BONDY.BLUE, and I'm back for a little quick recap of Queen Sugar Season 2 Episode 1, so let's just get right into it. So everybody knows that Charlie is trying to get a loan to open her own sugar mill so that they cannot have to deal with any of the other white plantation and mill owners who really don't want to do business with them anyway because they won't sell their land. So she and Troy, I believe that's his name. Y'all know Troy. I think that's his name, y'all. I feel like I could be wrong. DeAndre Whitfield, whatever, okay? That's his real name. DeAndre Whitfield and Charlie have been dating. We all know this. And he's been helping her with the business and getting all the other farmers involved so that she can go to these people for this money and tell them that she has all of this shit and she's going to be in the black within the first year. And she's really selling it so she can try to get this loan to open up the sugar mill. But they tell her that they won't go in business with her without Davis, and it's all about his brand and all of this bullshit. And I'm like, what the fuck does playing basketball have to do with selling sugar? You niggas are full of shit, but whatever. So she tells them that she will get Davis to sign on, which pisses Troy off, or DeAndre Davis, because he feels like this is constantly you having another man in between us two. He is constantly going to be a part of whatever you're doing, and if that is the case, then we can never really be together and you can never really be mine. So he basically dumps her, and we got to lay that down, let it go, and fall in love on something else right now, because with her still trying to be in business with Davis, I don't know how that's gonna work between them two with their relationship. I mean, I can't even really be mad at him. You know, you want to feel like you the man in your relationship, not her ex-husband, you know, the one that's famous with all the money. That's too much. Ralph Angel and Darla are really doing good right now, and they take Blue out on a tractor out in the middle of the field, and he has gifted his son a piece of the land so that he can always know that a piece of this world belongs to him. And I feel like he is really trying to give his son some of the things that he didn't have in a way. Not that his dad didn't give him things and wasn't there for him, but he did not understand it the same way. So I feel like he is really trying to impress upon his son that he has a place in this world so he doesn't end up having to go through the same things that Ralph Angel went through. It's Micah's birthday, so Davis gives him an expensive ass sports car, and he takes his little girlfriend Kiki and his mom over to the, you know, restaurant, beautiful restaurant with all this great art all over the walls. I've never been there. If that's a real place, it must be. It looks like it. Great art. Anyway, so during the conversation, Kiki is like, oh, you should really be excited about your car and all of that. And he's like, look, it's just my daddy trying to buy me, okay? He is not all that impressed with the car. You impressed, nigga. Stop fronting. Nova goes to a baby shower, and she basically rants to all of the ladies who seem to be friends of hers that she hasn't seen in a while. One of the ladies is actually my god sister Samantha. She acts a lot down here. She'll pop up in any little Louisiana production. Okay, baby, not playing with y'all. Getting these jobs. Okay, getting these jobs. So they're sitting down and they're talking about not living up to social norms, because Nova has been sleeping with a whole bunch of different white men, a whole bunch of different black men, a whole bunch of different white and black women. Okay, she has basically been dipping her foot in whatever fucking pine is available to her at the moment. Okay, she even calls Charlie and Vi and tells them that she wants to go out tonight, okay, because she really wants to dance, and they already know that she's on the prowl. And Vi is still kind of, you know, whining in her heart for Hollywood, because Hollywood is out on the rigs in the middle of the water and shit like that, and shit ain't been right between them two. She called him, he don't answer, and instead of him calling her back, he calls Ralph Angel to ask him about her. And Ralph Angel like, come on, man, you know I ain't even about to do that with you. You need to go ahead and call her and find out what's going on by yourself, okay? Stop trying to put me in the middle of that shit, son, okay? Like that. So when Vi and Charlie and Nova go out to the club, we dancing, we having a good time, we drinking martinis and shit, bitches popping. And all of a sudden, Charlie sees the back of a nigga's head who she has seen for many years, with his arm wrapped around some little white girl. So she walks over there and David's face drops to the fucking ground. Okay, and she is like, really? After everything we've done to try to keep our situation under wraps, you coming here with this thing? Okay, you gonna come in here with this thing, trying to disrespect me with this thing after everything you have done? I mean, I don't even know how you can look at yourself in the mirror. Okay, before she could even get her read all the way out, Aunt Vi's drunk ass come over there and let all her frustration about Hollywood out on Davis, about how he ain't shit. Can't believe you did this. A security guard comes over, and Davis, like the true asshole he is, gives the knife for security guard to get Aunt Vi out of there. And then Nova steps in between them like I would strong arm every motherfucker in this room, including this little bitch that's jumping up because she mad because we calling her a whore. Bitch, that is what you is right now, okay? He's married, you know it, you here, you's a hoe. Anyway, okay, we get everybody up out of the club, and she is furthermore not about to call Davis and ask him for a goddamn thing, especially not to co-sign on a loan for a sugar mill that she wants to be her own business and not his. She's even having a hard time with giving up some of the power to Ralph Angel, who's the one that's actually working the land. They supposed to be meeting back at the house later on for this dinner, and everybody's getting ready for that, and they're talking, and he's telling them how there's a piece of the land that they're not doing anything with, so he gonna make some money off of it. So he starts to plant soybeans, and she starts to trip out about it because it wasn't a group fucking decision. Bitch, everything ain't gonna be a group decision when I'm the one working the land every day. I really wish that she would let go of that, because that's really fucking tiring to see her not want to let that man be a man and do what he gotta do, especially when it's for the betterment of the business. Nothing he is doing is costing them any money or fucking over the business in any way. So I really wish that Charlie would let go a little bit. But anyway, he's telling them about how he done got the tractor fixed instead of buying a new one, and she has to shoot it down. And Aunt Vi, of course, checks her when he's not in the room and tells her that it would not hurt to give him a push, to help him, to let him know he can do this instead of always keeping him under her fucking thumb. And that's when she tells them about the loan company not wanting to give her the money without Davis being attached to it. Now, of course, Aunt Vi feels like she wish she wouldn't have went off on his ass. But you know what? Charlie's gonna figure it out anyway. Meanwhile, Darla is taking her precious time getting to the little dinner. Blue was already asking about her. And she's at a meeting, at an NA meeting. And even though everything has been working out and she's been having such a good time being with Ralph Angel and with her son, she feels like things are moving too fast, and she does not want to slip up and make a mistake. And she also doesn't want his family to look at her like she's the same, mistake that she was before. So when she gets back to the house, she tells them she's sorry she's late, but she had an NA meeting that ran late. And Ralph Angel takes her outside and kind of tries to check her for mentioning that in front of Charlie, like that's embarrassing. And I'm so glad that she meekly held her ground and said, look, our situations are not the same. Just because you don't want to talk about your time in jail does not mean that I have to hide the fact that I go to my sponsor. Because he's looking at her, talking to her sponsor like her going to a whole bunch of other addicts and talking to them about when they used to get high. And it's like, that's not how it works. She is working her process. She is trying to stay clean. And anytime that you're trying to keep her from doing that, if she relapses, you can only blame yourself. Ralph Angel has a way about him that is very selfish, and you can tell. It's like he wants everything about her to be based upon their relationship. And it can't be like that, because it's not like that for him. What he's doing with the farm has absolutely nothing to do with her. Just like her own sobriety and working and living on her own and becoming her own person has to be important to her. Okay, so later on, after the dinner and everything, they kind of have a discussion, and she tells him they need to take a step back because she doesn't want to move in with him. She wants to become her own person, be strong on her own first, and then they could be together. They're not breaking up, just taking a little step back. So Micah was late for dinner, okay? And he was on his way back and got pulled over by the police. And we all know this about to be a fucking uncomfortable situation, okay? It's a newfangled car, so you had to have the car turned on and roll the windows down, okay? And I'm like, you can turn the engine off without turning the whole car off. Like, but okay, whatever. So he had to unroll the windows, and the cop has already got his hand on his gun and sneaking up on the side of the car. And he forgot his fucking license, which is the dumbest shit ever. I don't understand this, young black man. Don't ever drive without your license. Don't do it. That gives them any excuse to throw your ass in jail, which is exactly what happened to Micah. The entire time, Davis is calling Charlie, trying to find out why he hadn't made it there yet. Charlie's calling Kiki trying to find out if maybe he went to her house, and nobody can find them. They go back down the road. You know, there are only a couple of ways to get from New Orleans to St. Rose. So they go down the way they thought that he was coming and see his car deserted on the side of the road. And then Nova gets a phone call from somebody telling her that he was at the police station. They go down there and Davis meets them, and of course they don't want to really give any act right to an angry black mother wondering where the fuck her son is. But as soon as basketball playing Davis West ass walk in, we want to take selfies and be extra fucking helpful. Okay, so he does the shaking, you know, shucking and jiving and shit for them, taking pictures, and they get his son out of there. When they walk out, they go into the parking lot, and Charlie and Davis starts to argue, and Nova turns around and sees that Micah had peed on itself. He was that scared, and she tells him that there's nothing to be ashamed of, and she stands in front of him and gives him her sweater and ties it around his waist and hugs him. And he walks up to his parents who are arguing, and Charlie walks away to let Davis have this moment with his son. And he hugs him and tells him that he's going to be there for him, and he loves him, and everything is going to be okay. And no matter what happened, he will be fine. Y'all, oh my God, Queen Sugar is really taking it there. After that, Charlie decides that she's going to sign Davis' name to that goddamn loan application. You ain't got to know about it, nigga. Just know. We married, whatever. Okay, I know your signature. She signed that shit right quick, right fast. Y'all, that was everything that happened on Queen Sugar. The first episode I felt was very, very good. I really enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and come back for another review by Bondi Blue. I love y'all. See y'all later.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good, touch my swag.